Let's see what we got here going on. See if we got a fancy one. Turn out too loud. Not fancy, but decent one. That's an all-time goal going on. Coach setting rosters, setting credits, expo help, player DNA, 2K. I did that already. So go in here, let's go on home team. Let's go on home team. What the hell is that? Clippers. All-time Bulls. Dennis Rodman. Let's play a different team then. Something like that. Actually, Kale. No, let's go all-time Bulls. The Lakers, and I'll play against the Bulls. Play against the Bulls. The Lakers. Like that.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Bulls out in Chicago. For Chicago, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. A little time here to talk shot. Kenny, some guys are better at one end of the floor versus the other. Talk about some of the league's best two-way players.
Oh, you got to have Klay Thompson in there, without question. Jimmy Butler, without question. Draymond Green, two-way player. I even throw John Wall in there at times. I think he has a great eye for the basketball on the defensive end.
Am I mistaken, or would Kawhi Leonard not be in that mix too?
He might be the top of the heap, but we said other guys that we might not know about. I thought.
No, it's
We can say he's a good
let's
guy.
talk about some of the league's best
Oh,
two-way players.
I thought Kawhi was a gift.
I thought the
Kawhi was a gift. I thought Kawhi
pretty
was
clearly
a win.
stated.
I thought he was a
Clearly stated question. I thought the answer was just a hair incomplete.
Every
When
day.
you leave out the best
Every day you
two-way
do. You
player.
pick
When
on
you
one
leave out
guy,
the best
right?
two-way
You pick on
player,
one guy
and you
every
talk
day.
about all the
Every
other
day.
guys.
It's either Shaq or
I
me.
thought the question was perfectly stated. Didn't you think the question was
Now it's my
was
turn.
right there?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it was right out there, clearly stated.
I'm with you all the way.
Thank you.
Since he talked about guards, I'm going to talk about the bigs. In the Irish accent,
Uh-huh.
Shiver Me Timbers may go with Gobert and DeAndre, and Sneaky Good may have to go with Giannis and Kevin Durant.
See, but I thought Kawhi would be considered a big.
No, you didn't.
He's a small ball.
Don't try to justify.
No, you.
Can't
You're
justify.
on Ernie's side right now.
No. Yeah, he's on my side.
You're on his
What are you
side.
going to do about it?
Nothing at all.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Security!
This has been fun.
TK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Chicago Bulls. And in Chicago to start out, now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Grant. Then there's Derek Fisher. Then there's Kobe. And it's Fox in at the three.
Yeah, we know Jordan is a master from the mid-range, whether he's squared up or falling away. You feel like it's going to splash.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Right side, Kobe, 5 to shoot. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Grant.
Boy, a dominant big man is O'Neal. Superb control inside. And this dude will feast on the interior.
Kobe, no good.
Boy, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Fisher. The pass to O'Neal. Grant kicks to O'Neal. Stolen by O'Neal. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Now the Bulls with it. From deep, Jordan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And when Jordan is in rhythm now, his pull-up game, deadly. Shoots it with such confidence.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach. One point of emphasis was this is a fast team that they're playing. Their goal is to try and force them into the half court and not to let them run in transition. We'll see if it's successful, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots, yes, that's good.
14 feet away. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
That's where Grant is most active, that offensive glass. Does a nice job using his body to get the position he needs.
The 19-foot shot. Another one falls for Chicago.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Here's Fisher. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Brian is the total platinum level package. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, a flat-out assassin on offense, and most importantly, this guy's a leader, too.
5 on the clock. And chance shot, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. I mean, those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
Rose can't hit. The Lakers trail. Outside, Bryant. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Yeah, you love the effort just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. They'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
It's good from long range. Pippen's got 8.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but essential.
Fox against Pippen. Outside, Kobe. Top of the key. Rodman grabs the miss.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sunday.
Jordan against Bryant. Fox kicks to Bryant. Fisher, the pass to O'Neal. Chicago grabs the miss.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting them, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And a chance here to just double check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And you know what? We're watching exactly what the officials are seeing, Greg, from the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus. We've got the time right here, so they're making sure they got it right.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Bulls lead by 7. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Yeah, exactly. Right from the start, Greg, they were looking to get out and run, sprinting for their opportunities.
And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 7. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Ori. Shaw is out there with O'Neal. And it's Madsen in at the 4 spot. Jordan with the bucket.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Pass to Lou. Pass to Shaw. From beyond the arc, Chicago grabs the miss. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. That pushes it to double digits. Pippen's got 12.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Kicks it to O'Neal. Passes it to Shaw. Offline with his 3. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Jordan again, Chicago.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Some changes for Chicago. Love checked in for Rodman. Butler comes in for Pippen. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Rose. The pass to Madsen. Bangs home the trifecta. Madsen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire. They've yet to find the match.
Chicago leading by 12. Goes up with a strike. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Love. And that's 15 points for Michael.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Gilmore passes to Armstrong. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
No good from Shaq.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Again, Chicago.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Lou. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Shaw. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Feeds it to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
The Bulls leading by 18. Here's Armstrong. Off target from outside. Here is Shaw. Guarded by Jordan. Here's Lou. Sweet little floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Takes the three. And Michael Jordan with the three. Jordan's got 18 points in the game.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Chicago came ready to play. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play. Helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots get generated. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it out to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joe, what up?
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Rodman. Michael Jordan is out there with Rose. Then it's Pippen, and it's Gilmore in at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Lakers. He kicks it to Fox. He dishes it to O'Neal. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
And O'Neal, clearly one of the biggest human beings you'll ever see. A mammoth of a man. About a seventh of a ton. And yet, unstoppable.
Pippen can't hit.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Lakers trail by 20. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Chicago making a switch here. Sloan's checked in. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Grant kicks the shot. Pass to Fisher. Wide open look. Rebounded by Rodman. Chicago leading by 20. Sloan passes to Gilmore to the inside. Here's Pippen. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Pippen's got 14 points for the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Fisher. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. And the Lakers making a change here. Harper's checked in. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
It's Pippen on the wing. Shoots over Fox. And the shot is long.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. That bucket in no time at all. Pippen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
And Bryant kicks to Fox. Shot from 12. The shot by Bryant, no good. The Bulls leading by 20. The 3, Pippen. Again, the miss by Pippen.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. And the Lakers also making a change. Morey's checked in for Shaq. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Connects from three-point range.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
The wide open look here for Fox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pippen dishes to Rose. Here's Rodman. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And, the defense was probably in the C-plus range there. I mean, I'm sure he feels like that's one he should have made, that layup.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Back to Rose, to the paint, outside for Pippen. Three-pointer, good, and a nice assist from Noah. Pippen's got 19 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
The Lakers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this one. And that one falls for Harper.
And Harper, very versatile, athletic, plays with some physicality too. He brings a little bit of grit and hustle along with some flair and skill.
Here's Jordan. Nice shot from the wing. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a fantastic shot by MJ that time.
And here at the end of the third. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Lakers 5 right now. Shaw is out there at Bryant. Then there's Grant, and there's Ori, and it's Fox in at the small forward position.
The burst, the tight handles, all of it makes Derrick Rose one tough cover defensively.
The feed to Grant. And it's blocked by Dang.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Another shot. No good from Grant.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Inside, it's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Manson, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Lakers call time here. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 19. Bryant. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 24 points for Jordan.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Kobe kicks to Fox. Some changes here for the Lakers. O'Neal's checked in for Ward. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Shaw. Passes it to Fisher. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Grant. Jordan against Bryant. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Dan. Jordan's got 26. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Here's Jordan. No good that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. To stop the drought, here's O'Neal. Shoots over Grant, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Two shots. First one falls for. That one misses.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Kukoc gets the bucket.
How about the shot selection of Tony Kukoc, a threat to sink the three ball? You got to chase him off of that line.
Knocked loose. Here's Lou. The pass to Harper. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you know, these are easy ones. Once you're this close, it's academic.
Shot from the wing. Kukoc gets the bucket.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Here's Armstrong. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for two.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Yeah, it looks too easy for him. Almost looks too easy for him, I should say, Greg. I mean, their chemistry really, really at a high level.
Here's Lou. The shot's good on the assist by George.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Armstrong passes to Jordan. Kicks it to Noah. Over Shaq. Another one falls for Chicago.
And since they come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.